Okay, Heather, should we start with the interview?
Okay, sir, let's go.
Okay, so Heather, can you create an object?
Okay,
Within
sir.
that object, write test, and its value will be
Is
value 1
a string
as a string. Yes,
value 1.
yes. And
Okay, sir.
go outside it and write const
Okay.
obj2 equals to
Hmm?
obj.
Okay, sir.
And you have taken test. So write obj2
OBJ.
dot test
Yes, sir.
equals to value 2. Okay,
Value
and
2.
on the next line write console log of obj1
OBJ.
obj
Oh,
not
OBJ.
and on the
Okay.
next line write console log of obj2. And before going ahead, just there is a hide button there down.
Yeah, okay, okay. Hi, idea.
Yeah, now you can let me know what will be the output and why.
I first an object with the key value pair is test is value 1. Then I'm copying this object into object 2, and I'm accessing the test property and I'm assigning it value 2. Okay, it's dot log obj. Just a second, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is here we are copying the um, object obj2. We are copying object first in it. Then we are accessing its prop value 2 and assigning a new value 2. Now if I guess it will be value 1, and with that in the next line we have value 2. um, I think it is going to be let me give this object. Getting, I think, is this correct, sir?
So this will be the output.
Just I will again look at it.
Okay.
obj to dot test value 2 was in obj. And sir, is when we if we as we posted this object to this, is it just it is posted as a reference, is it? Like
You have to tell me
if we
what
if
it
we
is.
if we make any changes in it, will they be reflected in the original object like object obj?
Okay. So what that concept known as?
But this concept,
The concept
it
of
would be a valid
copying reference copy. We copy the
reference copy.
reference, right? As
Yeah.
you told me, reference will get copied.
Yes. Yes.
So do you think any concept name is there for it?
Probably posting by reference. Is it like that when it was a reference?
Okay, tell me what will be the output here.
I think it should be with this as I write here, test value 2 and value 2, because it will modify the original object. Also, if we change the property of the object 2, it will also be reflected in the object 1.
Okay.
So I guess
Yeah, yeah. Go
it will be
ahead.
this.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
reference is copied, you mean to say?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So to avoid this reference copy,
Yeah.
what you can do
What if I had to avoid this? Okay.
to avoid the reference copy? Obj2 equals to obj. That is doing the reference copy, right?
Yes.
To avoid that reference copy, what you can do? Any method?
Spread. We can spread it. We can make.
Ye- Yeah, yeah.
Can we do spread like this?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
No, we'll
Now,
see.
what will be the output here if you do this?
It will not copy the.
Okay.
It will test value 1 and it will value 2.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Can you tell me the difference between every method and some method?
Every and some method.
Yes, every method and some method. SOME.
Okay, every and some. I have heard. I don't remember it exactly.
So you are not aware, you mean to say.
No, no, not currently.
Okay,
But
no
never
worries.
mind. Yeah.
No worries.
Like
Okay, tell me the return type of async function, what it will be.
return type async function, asynchronous function. It is a promise.
Okay. Tell me what are promises.
Promise.
Yes.
Promise is it is a JavaScript object. It is an object. It is a value which will be returned in the future, but it will not be it is not present yet. For example, if we use set timeout, or we make an API request from the browser, till the resources get loaded, they won't be showed as in JavaScript. The code runs line by line, but when we make the function async, what happens is that till the entire data gets loaded, then it is displayed on the UI. So actually what promise, it waits for some time, and it doesn't block the execution of the code, or rest of the code. It will when the resource will be loaded, then it will run.
So it is used for handling synchronous or asynchronous operations.
Asynchronous operations.
What are the few ways to handle asynchronous operations other than promises?
Other than promises,
Yes.
we we can certain set time we can use set timeout, like after how many seconds it should be loaded.
Okay. That's it. Is there any other method you can think of? Any
Of handling async
any other competitor of promises?
async await, we use
Yes,
that
yes,
also returns, yeah, async await.
yes. Now tell me which is better, async await or promises?
Well, async await is I think await is async await is better. Mostly we use async await, and maybe I don't know exactly, but I think async await is better.
You don't know the reason.
It is not in the mind right now what is
Okay,
the reason
okay,
behind.
fine, fine, fine. Tell me, can we use await without async?
No, it will give an error.
Are you sure?
We have to make the function. Um, async
I'm
await.
just asking, are you sure or not?
I have, yeah, I'm sure, because I
Okay,
have whenever I have used it, I have used it with async.
yes, yes,
That
yes.
is why.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Can you tell me the difference between local storage and session storage?
Yes, a local storage and session storage both are browser storage types.
Okay.
What happens in session storage, when we close the tab, the data is also it gets lost. But in local storage, the data is saved permanently if you close the tab. So the session storage is a temporary storage, where local storage acts as a permanent storage.
Okay. Can you tell me about the NN property?
NaN, not a number. You know?
Yes. So what it
Yeah.
like when it arrives NN? Any
Many?
example of NN?
Yeah, if we do division 0 by 0, it is an
Yeah,
NN.
you can show me an
Or
example.
okay, fine. So log, if we do like this, 0 divided by, it will show NN. Or if we like console.log 1 minus any string like a
0 by 0 will be NN?
undefined or not an undefined. Shit, I don't.
You may be right, but I just want to know whether you are sure or not.
Yeah,
Are you
undefined. It
sure?
is not defined. So maybe it's undefined or not an. I think it's not an n, not a number.
It
0 by
will be not
0.
a number.
Mm, and it is an, either it's undefined or not a number. We don't get an answer. It is undefined. It is undefined, obviously. In general,
Uh,
we say it is undefined.
can you comment all above statements? Can you run this? Just yeah, comment all this. Yes,
No,
run this.
not a number.
Okay. So why you got confused there? Zero by do.
I knew it. I
Okay.
knew it, but I get when
Okay.
this
Fine.
thing is confused.
Fine.
So, okay. No.
Okay. Can you write an array?
I can comment it out. Okay.
Yeah, you can comment this out. Write an array.
Const. Yeah.
Uh, write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
and write 3, 2, 4 again. After 5, write
This
3,
3,
comma 2, comma 4,
2, 4.
and
Okay.
output should be 2, 3, 4 as they are duplicate values. So just bring out the duplicate values out there.
I had to print just the duplicate values.
Yes, you have to bring the output as
Okay.
duplicate values, which are 2, 3, 4.
Const new. Yeah. Set. There is set method. I don't remember that uses duplicates. Set. Can I console
Yeah,
log
yeah,
it?
go ahead, go ahead.
I just must check it out. There are, we can do it like with for loop or but this is showing me error. Error is set is not as constructor. I tried some method and maybe it's little just a second. I
When we
will
use
check
new
it out.
operator, new keyword when we
New
use,
when we use this promises or with when we have to get a new instance of an class when creating an object.
okay, okay.
Just a second. I I I thought method would be better, but I should go to it manually. Like I don't remember the method. Just a second. This exactly. Okay. Can do this. Constant. Can you vary? Is equal to 0. Yes, less than. Let me compare the elements. If it exists, I don't have to push it into the new array. I'm gonna here loop through the array, then check the elements. If they already exist in the array, means they're the duplicate, and if they don't, index. Can I console it? Just for a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Should I just get it again?
Do you want any hint?
Yeah, sure. If you can.
You can. Okay, you are doing it manually. Okay, for that. Okay. Can you take another for loop, one for loop for the first element and other for loop for each element, and you can match that first element with each other element.
Yeah, I have done that in CVP. I would remember. Okay, for let j is equal to 0, j is less than. Let me just
That will
check it
be
out. Let n is equal to the total length.
if you do from 0, it will get matched with the first element only.
We gonna loop through. Yeah, I have to go for new array. Array dot length of
Make sure
j
you
is equal
don't
to
match the same index. Okay. If you match the
array
same
dot
index, then it will say the
n
duplicate.
minus 1 minus I. J, j minus. Why is it showing me the error? J is good. J is less than. J is less than. J is greater than 0. Okay, we can check. We can set let is repeated called false. We'll set a flag, you know, and we'll check the number of elements. For example, I have get is less than I.
Yeah, Heather, will you be able to do it?
Just a second.
Okay, fine. Fine.
I remember actually I had done it in C but
Okay, okay, you can
so
take
that's why I'm
take your time, take your
just
time.
index. If it is not repeated, it is repeated is false. Then you have to do new array dot push. Just a second. So it's a new array. I got that length. This could is less than IG plus. Repeated false is repeated again true or to break. It will come out of the loop. It will look for another element. Just one, two. Yes, we got the which is with not duplicate. Can you see the output?
Yeah, so
Which are repeated. I don't which elements which are not repeated like this.
yeah,
Can you see the? Yeah.
3 to 4. Okay, okay,
There is a method set which remove. I don't remember exactly the
okay,
syntax of that.
okay, okay,
Uh,
fine. You were able to do it. Okay, 3 to 4.
uh, yeah.
Okay, okay, you can comment this all out and comment all. Write as a string. My name is Haider.
Do I store it somewhere?
Yeah, yeah, in a string. Write my name is Haider and don't give space. And the
Uh,
initials should be capital. Like for my M
my
capital.
okay.
Yes,
My name
yes, is
is
Haider.
Hi. Yeah.
Now you have to keep space. My space name
Uh,
space is space Haider.
okay. I had to insert. I think we have to use split method. Is it?
Hmm.
Um.
Yes.
Okay. My name dot split. Sure dot split. When we got the characters, we had to check for capital letters. Uh,
Mm,
I
mm.
capital. My name is. I can do like this. My name is. We use that character like A to Z. I remember something was like 0 to 9. Backslash G. So it's an empty string. Can we? Can I do it with that substring? We can also write like this. No, 2x. String 0 to 0. 0 0 1 2 3 4 1 2 4. Can I check it first? Let me see what issues. It's a substream. Substream. Stream dot substream. Stream dot substream. Zero dot 4 dot any 3 3 4 6 money. Okay, moving good.
That's like you are doing it manually, right? There is no logic.
You yeah, there is a method split which checks the this. Just a second, I forgot that method. I remember them all, but I don't know why I'm forgetting. I don't know how this work. Manually, it isn't. Split it. Split it. Set. I use it at first, like with you. Here we go. A to Z slash. This work or not? My. It's working somewhat. Something is missing.
On what basis you are splitting?
On checking capital letter, it accepts like
Yes,
this.
so it is
I,
removing the capital letter. Can you see this?
A to Z, yes. It should not remove the capital letters. Can we do to join? It's not working like this. When I receive the first case, I replace with space string dot. Okay. Can we do this like replace?
No, for that you will be using replace. Do you think so?
Use split. Okay. Here. I have to replace empty string with capital letter.
with the same capital letter.
A to Z, it will do this, then small a to Z. Replace into plus. I don't remember the exact set, but I use it.
Okay, no worries, no worries. You can comment this all out.
I will try it later.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Can you tell me the new features which have been introduced in ES6?
New features.
Yes.
I like we can use factor of functions in new AS6. Async await is there. There are many features that remember all of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you haven't used map reduce filter.
yeah, those also are, but I had
Okay.
I used them from start. I didn't remember they were
Okay,
new
can you tell me the
features. Like
difference between normal functions and arrow functions?
um, difference between normal and arrow functions. In a normal function, we use the function keyword, but in arrow functions, we don't have to use function keyword. We just name a function. We can just store it somewhere in some constant, and then we use parentheses and those like this arrow symbol, and then we write that. And if we have a single line, if we our code is, we don't have to use also the return statement. We can write the code in single. If we had to, if we can write the code in single line. So it's a syntactic sugar of the older functions. I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
they are shorter they have shorter
Sure. Yeah.
syntax. Okay.
Shorter syntax.
Like any benefits of using arrow functions?
Mm, Obviously, firstly, there is the as I said that they're shorter to use,
Okay.
and their syntax is short, and they can be used. Um, we don't they can be used, and we don't have to name them. We can write them anonymous like anonymous functions, or we can pass them as call bank functions. It saves us writing the code, and we have to use less code. Write the less code for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So arrow functions, it can be used as constructors. W-
I
Can
don't
we
know
create constructors for arrow
using
functions?
arrow.
Yes.
Um, Const function is obviously objects. So I don't know. I don't know this.
Arrow function, they can create their own this binding.
Sorry.
Arrow functions,
Yeah.
can they create their own this binding? This.
This bind. No, we don't use this in arrow functions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means they don't have a constructor of their own. Okay, I got it.
Yes.
That's a, we can, yeah.
It can't be used as constructors. Okay.
Constructor. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
Uh, are you aware of optional chaining?
optional chaining. Like, can you give me an
In
example? What is that?
JavaScript, have you used optional chaining concept? Have you heard of optional chaining?
I don't remember
Okay,
exactly what it
okay,
is. Maybe
no
I have
worries.
used it. I don't remember it. Yeah.
Any syntax, like, can you tell me the syntax?
Syntax optional changing.
Yes, optional chaining.
Optional chaining. Is it that we pass function within a function?
No.
Optional chaining. I don't. Um, I don't remember this name. Optional
Okay,
chaining. Maybe I
no
have used it.
worries. No worries.
Yeah.
Then what are closures?
Closures. Oh, I don't remember closures. I just read them recently. They are it is basically based on the scope of the variable. If we can access this,
Mhm.
for example, find a variable declared inside a function, can is it like that?
Yes, like there will be multiple
Uh,
functions where the inner function.
yeah, yeah. The inner function has a, access to the outer function, but the outer
Yes.
function cannot access the variables of the inner function.
Mhm. Okay. Do you know the concept of function currying?
Yes, yes, I know that.
Can you tell me?
Function currying is that we pass when we write a function, we pass another function to it. Then we can pass it. Then we pass it returns another function. So basically, it helps us avoid write to pass multiple arguments in a single function. Can I show you example?
Okay. No
Maybe.
worries, no worries, no need to show it. Okay. Tell me the different form events. Have you used events? There are certain
Yeah,
events in forms.
on submit.
Yes, and
On submit event
on change.
which on submit. Yeah, on change on submit when input we use on change
Okay,
handle submit.
and
Yeah, on change is there, handle submit is there, on submit is there, on click is
okay. Input is
yeah,
there.
input is what it is a tag which we use to receive the input from the user.
Okay, fine. Tell me the few mouse events.
Mouse on mouse. Actually,
Yes,
I have
mouse over.
mouse over mouse on,
Okay,
mouse down,
okay,
mouse up, on
o-
mouse up.
okay,
Yeah, I have used them, but in
uh,
React we use simple functions for that.
okay, okay, okay.
Remember
Yes,
exactly.
yes. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. We will move. Heather, we will move to React.js. Okay,
Okay, okay, so fine.
okay. Tell me for API integration, what do you use? Fetch or Axios?
First I used Fetch, then I used Axios that get
So you have
yes.
used both,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So which is better?
I think Axios is easier to implement, and I feel it is better that we don't have to write extra code for that. We simply make the Axios.get request and just store the data.
That's the only advantage it gives.
No, it is not the only advantage. It has many advantages also. It helps us to communicate with the server easily. We don't. Maybe there will be other advantages. I don't remember them right now, but
Okay,
this
okay,
is one of them. Yeah.
fine. There is a browser list. Have you seen in the file package.json file?
Package what browser list
Yes.
dependencies or browser list or dependencies or browser list. No, dependencies array. What? What's the question again? Can you say me?
What is browser list?
Package.json.
Have you heard browser list in package.json file? There is a certain browser list.
No, maybe it will be the for browsers. It is compatible. It can run on
Okay.
our.
So you are guessing it or you know it?
No, I'm guessing. I don't know it
Okay,
exactly. I have not
okay.
gone through
Okay,
this
okay.
browser
Basically
list.
for compatibility, which browsers
Yeah,
will be.
browser commit.
Okay,
I just
okay.
guessed it from the name.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I got it. That's why I asked you.
Yeah.
Okay. Which are the hooks you have worked on?
Hooks I have used state, use effect, and
Okay.
also I have used I have made a custom hook. I have just made one and I try to learn that, and I also used memoization to memorize the component, and I also use it Redux, but I don't have good hold on them, but I have just tried to learn them, and but I have used it then, and good. I have mostly used it use effect and use state.
Okay, so custom hook. What's the difference between the normal hook and custom hooks?
The normal normal hooks are by default when we import we can import them from the React library, the custom hooks. The sorry, the normal hooks, they are also the logic behind them is also already written. While is like use state, use effect, use context. While is the context hooks, we design the hooks. These are basically functions which we design by our own. For example, we can use it in we can import it anywhere in our component in our file. Then we can can use it. Like for example, if I had to make an API call again and again, then we can make a custom hook for that, where we write the logic for fetching the data or posting the data. Then whenever we want to use it, we can import that component anywhere, and then we can use that.
Okay. Tell me the role of index.js file.
Index.js, it is basically the main file that is getting rendered in the app.js. It is the main file that is getting rendered probably, and within that, every other file, other component is get rendered when we mount them. When we for example, when we first, I think this is the first file that gets rendered on the browser.
Okay. And what,
Index.js.
which is the entry file of the React application?
Entry file is index.html.
Eh, index.html
Index dot,
or
no,
JS?
yeah, index dot, yeah, index dot yes, probably, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It is,
Okay.
I not in the mind properly.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, context API. Why context API concept is necessary?
Well, it is context API is helps us to manage the global state in the component. For
Global
example,
state.
uh, we can we can say for if I have to avoid prop dealing, for example, if I have to prop props from parent to child, and there are I have to pass it through many components, so it helps us in avoiding that, in avoiding prop drilling. So we use context. Then whenever we want to use that state, we can simply provide that context there and use that. So it helps in that.
What is prop drilling?
Prop drilling is simply passing the props from parent component to child component, and it gets heavier when we have to. For example, if we have many, there is a parent component, inside it we had a child component, and inside the child component we had another child component. So, if we had defined the props in the parent component, so when we had, if we have to use it in the child component, then we have to pass them through its children. So it gets, whenever we change those props, the whole component gets, all the components get re-rendered, which when this reduces the effectivity of the application. So that's why we avoid prop drilling.
Okay. Tell me the similarities between use state hook and use reducer hook.
Use state and use reducer.
Similarities.
Similarity between them.
Yes.
So used, I think we can store the state. It returns a state, a use state, and a use reducer also does that. I don't remember the exact similarities,
Have
but
you used use state and use reducer both?
no, I don't remember. I have whether I have used them.
You haven't used them.
No, no. Um,
You haven't used use state as well.
use yeah, I use it use state, and when we use reducer, we also store them state using the use state.
Okay.
Maybe when we use the use reducer, we also store the state there.
Yeah.
For example,
Yeah, for
using
state
use state,
management. Okay.
yes, to state
Any other
management.
any other similarities?
Um, for use reducer, I don't remember any other
Okay, fine,
similarity.
fine, fine, fine. Can you tell me how can we optimize React applications?
There are many ways we can optimize a React application, and mostly most of the we can use memo, or use memo with callback, or we can use lazy loading. Um, I think these are the one of the two ways few we can optimize our React application.
Have you used code splitting?
Yeah, code splitting can be also used. Also can also help us React, in optimizing the React application.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is JS6?
JSX, it is the JavaScript XML. It is an HTML like structure of the JavaScript. We can directly use JavaScript in if you direct in the HTML like we can directly use JavaScript here. Um, it is easy to use, and we don't have to write a separate JS file for that. So that to include the JavaScript in the main file, so we can easy. That is why we use JSX.
Okay. What is Babel?
Okay. Babel is works like a compiler. It transpiles the code written in JSX to the actual JS for the which the browser can understand.
Okay. Have you worked with routers?
Yes, I have worked with that.
So you haven't worked?
Yeah, I have worked with that. You can
Okay,
ask.
so why we use React routers?
It is basically if we had to go through, for example, there are multi pages in our multiple components. If we had to route through them, if we had to go from one page to another, then
Okay.
we use the concept of routers. For example, if we have multiple like login, log up,
Yes.
so these sign in, sign up, we can then shift. We can on click we when we click on the link, for example, on a button which takes us to the that page.
Okay.
So here comes the role of the routers.
Okay, fine, fine. What are fragments?
Reactive fragments,
Yes.
it combines the children, like the children elements, like but sir we have it acts like a a parent child parent, this parent tag. So what happens is it doesn't add extra nodes to the DOM tree. So it is used to bundle up the children in that.
Okay, tell me the difference between the real DOM and the virtual DOM.
Okay, DOM is basically the tree-like structure of a web page. When a component mounts, then the DOM tree is rendered. So what happens is when we this is the real DOM. What happens is when what is the actual the virtual DOM is the copy of the real DOM. When we make in React, when we make changes in the DOM, they are first the sorry, just a second. They first um, when we make changes in the your any component, they are first checked on the virtual DOM.
Okay.
Uh, it virtual DOM checks those changes, then it updates the real DOM accordingly. It doesn't update the rerunner the whole tree. It just updates the part which we have updated. So it it optimizes the React application, and from it prevents re-rendering of the React application.
Okay. Can you tell me what is class attribute in HTML?
Class attribute.
Yes.
It is used for styling purposes. If we add any, if we have any element, when we add class attribute to it, then we can select that we can use that class attribute for its styling purpose in the CSS file.
For styling purpose.
Yeah.
That's the actual purpose.
Okay. It is used to also if we can use multiple elements, we can give them same colors, and then actually it is group it is used to
Group.
group
Okay.
elements together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell me the difference between figure tag and image tag?
Okay, figure tag, image tag. Okay, figure tag actually it is just it groups the if I have multiple image tag, it can group them figure tag, and we can add fig caption in them. And while as in figure tag in image tag, we can simply have a simple image. We can only use one image in there, providing the source of that image. While as in figure tag, we can combine multiple images over there. We can use multiple image tags inside that, or we can use any other element inside that figure tag.
Okay. Can you tell me what is image map?
Yeah, image map is for example, if I have an image and I have to make it clickable on multiple areas. For example, I have
Okay.
the image of map, world map,
Okay.
so I can make it clickable on different locations using the attribute use map.
Okay. Fine. What is the use of span tag?
Span tag. Span is it is an it is an inline tag, inline element where we use it. If for example, if we have some content and we want it to take the width as per of the content, then we use a span tag for that. If we don't want it to take extra width or height, then we use the span tag.
And what is div tag?
Due it takes the entire width level of the viewport of the screen, and the height remains default for that. It's a block level element.
Okay. Can you tell me the difference between em tag and I tag?
EM tag is used to for emphasizing the text.
Okay.
Uh, it is it makes the text bold, and it is better for SEO. For example, SEO search engine optimization is we if we have to for if there is some line or then some text we want to show it to the user in the UI. We use EM tag for that, and
It
I
will
tag is
okay, em tag. It will style the text
yeah it style is a text like
as
you,
bold.
as bold. Um,
Okay.
uh, yeah, yeah,
Bold. Are you sure?
probably. Yeah, probably. I'm think
Or
highlight.
italic?
uh, italic, it gives the italic font to the text, like
That is
italic
itag.
style. Probably, yeah, yeah.
Have you used em tag?
EM tag. I don't remember how I used it.
Okay,
In
fine.
the beginning, maybe in the beginning I have used it, but I can't remember it right now.
Okay. Okay, tell me the difference between bold tag and strong tag.
Difference between bold and strong.
Yes.
Both are used for text styling, and both do what? Both make the text bold, and
Yes,
strong is
both does the text bold. Okay, that's
yeah.
fine.
Correct. And strong is much preferable than bold, because uh, what it helps is it helps us in SEO of the it is used if you
SEO.
make I have read it somewhere that
Have you
they should
used strong
mostly,
tag?
yeah, I have used strong tag, for
So
example, if
strong
I,
tag, why we prefer strong tag over bold tag? Both are used for, like, both highlights the text, right?
yeah, yeah.
But why strong tag is used? If both are doing the same thing,
Mm.
why should we use strong tag or why should we use bold tag? Is there any difference?
I think as I have read in the past that strong tag helps in SEO, search engine optimizations.
SEO.
That, yeah.
Okay. What is marquee tag?
Marquee tag, it is to provide the extra information, like I just forget it. What was that? It's not in my mind right now.
So okay, if you want to
I
scroll,
don't remember.
okay, fine. If you want to
Okay.
scroll a piece of text, or if you
Okay.
want to scroll a piece of images,
Okay.
so which tag helps to do that?
Okay. Marquee tag.
Are you sure marquee tag we use it for that?
Scroll. We specify that in CSS. Keeping scroll. There's probably I don't remember exactly.
Okay. Have you used marquee tag?
I used it, but
You are not.
not aware currently. I have
Okay, okay,
not in my mind currently.
okay, okay. Fine, fine.
Maybe I get it.
Okay, fine, fine, fine.
I think it is for scrolling.
Yes,
I
it is.
guess
It is.
it is. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
fine.
was
Uh,
about
fine, fine. Okay, we'll move to CSS. Tell me what are CSS counters?
CSS counters.
Yes.
Um, there was something. I remember them. There was something CSS counters. It was name for something.
Okay, no worries. What do you mean by universal selectors?
Universal select, which if we universal selectors help us selecting the entire web page, and the style is which we apply there or applied throughout the web page.
It selects entire web page
Yeah. For example, if we can keep the
or
background margin
selects
for the
entire
body.
elements.
Yeah, yeah. For the body tag, if you want to set.
Okay, fine. Do you know why we use keyframes?
Yeah, for animation purpose.
Have you used keyframe?
I have used it one of
Oh,
my projects. I have used it here.
okay. Why we use Z index?
Uh, it is used to, for example, it is used which element we want to show. For example, if I have two elements and if I want to show them on one another, then we can set the Z index. Higher the Z index, the element with the greater Z index will come first,
Okay,
and this element with the lower Z index will come second.
for overlapping elements like
Yeah,
that.
overlapping, yeah, overlapping,
Okay,
exactly.
okay, okay. Uh, which property do we use for image reflection?
Image reflection.
Yes.
We use image reflection, linear gradient probably. We use box shadow. Then we set
Yes,
linear gradient.
box
Box shadow. Is
box
it?
shadow.
Uh,
Then
box.
what shadow for shadowing purpose? What we use? Which
Okay,
property?
okay. We use box shadow for shadowing purpose. Uh, image. reflection. We use box something like that.
Have you used box reflect property?
Box reflect property.
Okay.
Not much often that.
Okay, fine, fine, fine. What is specificity in CSS?
Specificity. Specificity when it is used for showing the content on the web page, like we can say visible, hidden. If we want to show the content, we can show it visible. If we want to hide it, then we can set it specifically hidden.
Okay.
Yes,
Like,
for that purpose.
suppose there are two properties if we apply to it, but
Okay.
which property to be taken? Suppose there are two CSS, inline and external CSS.
Okay.
One will be preferred.
Okay.
Which one will be preferred first?
Inline.
Inline.
Inline
So
says.
that process is known as.
Okay, that is
Okay,
known as
fine,
probably
fine.
specific. Yeah, okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay, fine, fine, fine.
Yeah, I don't remember the term was
Okay, okay, fine.
got to the mind. Yeah.
Can you tell me about CSS box model?
Yeah, CSS box model. When if we select an element, then we provide the element with the content, its content, its padding, its border, its margin, and when we combine all these properties, we get the CSS box model.
Okay, tell me in order. So the innermost is
First,
content, right?
content. Yeah,
So go
then
with
we
the
have the
order.
padding. Content. Then we have the padding, that is
Okay,
the gap between the content and the external. Then we have the border,
okay,
and then we have the margin.
okay, okay, fine,
Yeah.
fine, fine, fine. Okay, have you used some CSS frameworks?
Yeah, I have used Bootstrap
Okay,
CSS.
have
Yeah.
you used Material UI?
Uh, I have also used that, but I don't. Maybe I don't remember the
Okay,
exactly.
just asking.
I use
No
it.
worries,
Yeah,
no
I have
worries.
used it. I use many things in my projects, but I didn't learn them like separately. When if I need some particular thing, then I searched for that and use it there.
Okay, fine, fine. So Heather, that's it for the interview.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir.
Any
Sir, may
queries, any concerns,
yeah.
you can ask me.
Yes, sir. I would definitely love to hear my feedback.